How we doing? How we doing? Today is Friday, the 9th of August, 2024. Just doing a real estate tap in with you for today. So I don't have any major like articles or things that you may have saw like in the news. That anything that's happened in the last 24 hours. But the only thing that I wanted to say real quick is that because we talk a lot about seller financing on this property, on this channel, and when it comes to seller financing, the reason why a seller, one of the biggest reasons why a seller would want to consider it is because it's a way for you to earn interest on your equity. So just imagine, let's say you have $100,000 of equity in a property, and you don't need $100,000 just to sit in the bank or sit in some low interest bearing type of CD, or I don't know where the money will go. But let's just say you didn't have a place for the $100,000 to go. You didn't need it to pay off something, to go do something, to put it into it. Why not make interest on that money? And compare. Maybe you are going to put it in some type of account where it gets interest. What type of interest is it going to get? Is it something like a CD where they give you what, at best 2%, something like that? You're going to put it in the stock market where maybe a 10 or 12% gain this year, but who knows what'll happen next year? 10 or 12% this year, next year the stock may go down, and you may only get, after 2 years, it may average out to 5% or less. So, but what happens is that $100,000, let's say, out of $100,000, you take $25,000 of it. Maybe you can use that money right now to go ahead and do something. But then the other $75,000, you can put in form of a note and gain interest on that money, whether it be 3%, 4%, 5%, 6%, whatever the case may be. Now it's gaining interest. It's just not sitting in an account, not working for you. And so you could take that money and you can lend it to someone. There are a lot of real estate projects out here that people need funding for. So if you sold the house this way, creating a note either on that property or taking that money and then using it to create a note on another property or another deal is going to, have you making more money in the long run. So now on that $75,000, it's not just $75,000 in another 5 years. And let's say you got 4 or 5% interest a year on it. You take 75,000 times it by 5%, and you multiply that over the next 5 years. You have turned that $75,000 into most likely somewhere close to $100,000. So, this is why people need to consider it. It's like I said, not everybody needs all of that equity. And if you don't need all of the equity to do something right now, today, or within 30 days or something, in a relatively quick time frame, you should really think about selling your property with seller financing and creating a note. Because again, if anything does go wrong, for those people that are concerned about something going wrong, you can always get back. It's going to be attached to a piece of real estate. The fact that it's attached to a piece of real estate, you're going to be able to get that collateral back and then do it again. You're going to be able to go ahead and do that again. Somebody may, give you a certain down payment in order to use that $75,000. And then you create a note on another property or something like that. If that person defaults, you know what? You take the property back, you get another down payment, and you can do it again. So you're protected because of the real estate. So there's always going to be a way for you to make sure that your investment is protected because you have this tangible asset that you can pay back. So hopefully over the weekend, everybody thinks about that. If you know someone, if you're a seller yourself, you have any questions, please reach out and, let's have a conversation. Let's find out your situation. But if you can earn interest on your equity after selling a house, essentially. So, think about it and, reach out. My telephone number is 973-475-8488. Or you can email me at investorgmr@yahoo.com. All right, everyone. Have a great weekend.